Welcome back to another fantastic property tour, Rankin family. Today, we are located in College Grove, Tennessee, taking a look at another gorgeous luxury home. And I want to give a huge thank you to the listing agents, Teri Radcliff and Catherine Andrews, for making the tour possible. Also, the builder, Hein Properties, and I'll make sure to leave all of the information in the description below. Now, starting on the outside, family, we do have that European-inspired estate. You have the natural stone along with the brick. Then you have the steeply pitched gables. You are situated on 5.51 acres, so you have plenty of space in the front and the back. Now, you have this long driveway that leads you to your 3-car garage, and then look at the abundance of windows. Absolutely incredible. And the way that this property takes advantage of the rolling hills, it is jaw-dropping. Now, it is freshly landscaped, as you can see, as we continue to the front door. Look at this. You have the transom windows, the double front doors with the glass panes, and the vintage lanterns. Really neat, has that old world charm. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get you inside. Okay, so right when you walk into the foyer, look at the double height ceilings. You can see the second level here and the curved staircase. Beautiful. So I'll turn your attention to the front doors from the inside. You have the clear story windows, the candle style chandeliers, and then look at this. A dramatic entrance going into your study. So you have the reclaimed wood double doors here and the vintage brass knobs. Look how incredible this is. So you have your built-ins. You see the tent. So you have that privacy element here in the study, and then you have 12-foot ceilings. Outstanding. Now, with the built-ins, really neat feature, this one just was staged. So since it's been on the market for less than 2 days, I had to get you inside first. Incredible. So extremely spacious and perfect for productivity. Now we'll go ahead and continue. Trust me, we're gonna take our time with this. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Now, before we continue in the great room, I'll do a full pan and we'll talk about the materials. Look how inviting this feels. Now you have your candle style light fixture here. Look at the fireplace. You have your double built-ins on both sides there. You see the sconces, shaker style cabinetry, white oak floors here, and of course the herringbone pattern in the firebox. Now the coolest feature is the patio. So once you head out there, you'll see the incredible views. We'll see that a little bit later on in the tour. But now you see how seamless it flows to the kitchen. Again, the 12-foot ceilings, you have recessed lights, so it is well lit. Now you have the Taj Mahal quartzite counters here, waterfall edge, dual islands. You see that extends up the backsplash straight ahead, custom vent hood, and the two-tone cabinets. Outstanding. Now, all along the islands, you have plenty of cabinets and drawers. Let's go ahead and open up some of these for you. And look at the way the cabinets complements the white oak. Wonderful. Now taking a look at this, you have the paneled refrigerator and dishwasher here. You have a massive scullery. We'll see that in just a second. I'll open up some of these drawers for you too. Wonderful. Then you have the stack cabinets. And then over here, look at the beautiful glass globe pendant lights. So from the sink, look at this incredible view. This is what you would see every single day. Now, you do have the double sliding doors again in the great room, but if you didn't want to use those, you can use that door right there, get you out there with ease. Now, a neat feature here is the wine room. Glass enclosed, you have quartzite here, and then you see that natural stone extends here. Plenty of space, so if you are entertaining, really just a nice sight to see. Now here you have the two-tier candle style wagon wheel chandelier right above your dining table. Look at the abundance of windows. Even from here, you can see the incredible views of the rolling hills. I'll stand on this side too. Wonderful. Open up this dishwasher here. Got your trash drawer on this side. And you know I have to open the refrigerator. So yeah, signature kitchen suite for your appliances. Cool thing is you do have the 6-burner range with the griddle. And then of course, if you wanted to down the road, you can always add a pot filler. Okay, so a dual entry scullery here. Look at this. Fully equipped, extremely functional. You have the tray ceilings here, beautiful light fixtures. And of course, look at the way that complements the backsplash. So you have a dishwasher here, microwave, built-in oven, and your second refrigerator. And to top it all off, you have the under cabinet lighting there. You'll notice some champagne bronze throughout the property too. Plenty of space. Okay, so since we are on this side, let's go ahead and continue. So this would be coming in from your 3-car garage. I'll show you that first, and we'll work our way around. So really neat, the epoxy flooring, the abundance of windows, so you get incredible views of the hills here too. And look at the space. And then you got a nice bump out here for additional storage. Love to see it. Okay. So the cool thing is throughout the property, it was well thought out. So you will notice some pocket doors where it makes the most sense. So here you can have that discreet look. You see the shiplap here. And then the soaring ceilings. So the perfect mudroom here. And then you have some drawers right down there too. So this would be leading right here to the laundry room. Look at the Taj Mahal quartzite counters that extends here. You have a folding counter and a laundry island, herringbone pattern floors, under cabinet lighting, wall-to-wall shaker style cabinets. and an abundance of space. So the fact that they extended the Taj Mahal courtside, again, you'll notice the well thought out theme throughout the home. You'll even see the beautiful primary suite. We'll see that a little bit later on. And then of course, the wall of windows that you have here. So a ton of room to work with. And of course, you do have your hooks right here. So you are certainly good to go. And then of course, one more look. Now, you are going to notice the arch feature throughout as well. So really neat. And then before we head to the primary suite, I'll show you that in just a moment. I want to take you up to the second level first. And then of course, we'll look at the primary suite and end our tour outside. Now, the cool thing is when they do add the tint for the windows, you don't have to worry about peeping toms, right? You don't have to worry about your neighbors or anything like that. But the cool thing is you do have an abundance of space between you and the neighbors. Okay, before we head to the left, let's work our way around the perimeter. Now you have a couple of bonus rooms and nice little finished areas where you can go ahead and use them as little nook spaces, reading rooms, or children's retreats. So you notice a couple of those up here. Now, they included the built-in shelving. Got a little nook space over there, and that extends right around there. And you got your tankless water heater here. Okay, so looking at this room here, you see they included the recessed area, but this is your first bedroom on the second level. So you have 2 downstairs and 3 up for a total of 5 bedrooms. And that's not including your bonus room. So you have plenty of space here. Got your ensuite. See the quartzite counters, custom cabinets, a generous sized walk-in shower, and of course your walk-in closet. Wonderful, well thought out. You see the champagne bronze there, but then you have the brass mirror frame and sconces. Okay, so this will be your second laundry room here. The cool thing is inside one of the primary closets, you are going to have stackable washer and dryer hookup. So that's great to see too. Got your counter space, some cabinets here, and the chrome hardware. The cool thing is, once we enter inside of some of these beautiful properties, a lot of times the home speaks for itself. So makes my job a little bit easier. Beautiful floor to ceiling windows here, overlooking the incredible view. So you are going to have 10-foot ceilings. They extended the recess lights up here. And I love that color. Okay, it looks like we forgot to turn on the lights here, but look at this. So you are going to have the shiplap, but then look at the beautiful porcelain shower surround. You have quartzite material right here. And a nice little closet area. But this is not the only one. You also have a closet straight ahead. Beautiful. Now, you have a pocket door separating here, but look at this. You have a wet bar that you can use to entertain. You already have your sink, quartzite counters. Got your beverage fridge here. Got a dishwasher too, so fully functional. And so remember when I talked about it was well thought out as far as the pocket doors are concerned. So sometimes in some spec homes that we have the good fortune of seeing, you would have traditional doors on both sides, right? So a lot of times these would, get locked in or just start becoming a nuisance. But in this instance, you do have a pocket door here. So love that specific feature. They got your half bath. You got your fluted cabinet fronts, quartz counters, and of course the chrome sconce. Okay, and now we'll go ahead and continue. So on both sides, before you head to the recreational room, you have giant storage closets. So you have a water heater here, and that extends around this way. And then of course, right across the hall too. Okay, now taking a look at this bonus room. You head down these steps here and look at this. So you have a little bump out there, recessed lights, perfect for a media room. You can add that projector and you are certainly good to go. Then of course the vintage sconces. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at our last bedroom on this level, and then we'll make sure you get to the primary suite. So I really appreciate you sticking around with me. So each bedroom had a decent amount of space, perfect for the queen bed, the 2 nightstands, and of course your dresser. And then looking at the ensuite here, tub shower combo, brass sconces and mirror frame, and then that quartz. Wonderful. And then of course, white oak floors on the second level too. No carpet except for that media space. And then overlooking the foyer as we always do. And then now we'll get you to the primary suite. So a lot of neat features. Trust me, this home will not last long. I know folks really want the acreage, being on 5+ acres and having a property as magnificent as this. Really, what more can you ask for? Now to the left is the primary suite. I'll go ahead and show you this room first. So now look at the guest suite here. 12-foot ceilings, recessed lights. You see the beautiful light fixtures and the wall of windows. Your guests would love this. You got your separate walk-in closet here. And then your ensuite. So with the tub shower combo, beautiful shower surround there. Look at the depth in there. Of course, the custom cabinets. Exquisite. Now, this is the first time we've seen a project by Hein Properties. I know they are veteran owned. So being a veteran myself, I can certainly appreciate that. Okay, your second powder room. Remember, we had the other one on the second level. Beautiful cabinet fronts. Love the fluted design. And then that antique mirror frame, sconce, and then that gorgeous wallpaper. Okay, now this is an experience right before you walk in to the primary. suite. So you have double doors here. Look at the shiplap accent wall, the perfect fireplace. Wow. You have soaring ceilings, a clear story window, candle style chandelier, and then your floor to ceiling windows here. Outstanding. So again, you get the incredible views throughout. And of course, I'll do a full pan. So they are doing some final touches. You may notice that. They're still working on the property, but you're the first to see it. Now here you have a wet bar. Look at this. This is versatile. So it is a cosmetic refrigerator, but you can go ahead and store some beverages if you prefer, depending on your cup of tea. But then you have the custom cabinetry. And of course, right out here, those beautiful light fixtures, and then you still get incredible views. So you have this private balcony you can take advantage of. You can fix you a cup of coffee or some tea and hang out right here. Wonderful. And then let's go ahead and take a look at the ensuite. Now you are going to have the his and hers vanities, beautiful sconces. You are going to have his and hers closets as well. Over here you have a massive freestanding tub and then a dual entry walk-in shower. So it is curbless on both entry points. You have your massive shower bench and then the dual waterfall shower heads and the rain shower heads too. So you have shaker style cabinets. Now this is the his closet. So we'll see this first and make our way to the hers. So floor to ceiling shelving. You have this plaid wallpaper here and then recessed lights. So straight ahead, of course, is your hers, and then to the left, you have your water closet. Wow. So you see the wallpaper on the ceiling, beautiful light fixture, recessed lights, floor to ceiling shelving, my absolute favorite. And then you see where our washer and dryer hookup is. Outstanding. So a lot of neat features, being this, or at least this being the first time we've seen a project by Hein Properties, I can only imagine their portfolio. So we'll see about that as well. And then this will bring you right back out. Last but certainly not least, we'll go ahead and get you to the covered patio. Okay. So what you folks have all been waiting for, including myself, I've been excited to take you out here. Now, look at the soaring ceilings, recessed lights, perfect for some shade. But then of course you have that private balcony in the primary suite, so you can go ahead and get some sun. Now here, a generous amount of space. Remember, you have the double sliding doors in the great room and that quick access door. You have the wood soffit and recessed lights in the back here. And look at the amount of room. Absolutely incredible. And then of course, look at that massive backyard. Lovely, beautiful rolling hills, incredible view. And then you are a great distance away from the highway, so you don't have to worry about the noise. But other than that, family, that was another beautiful luxury home tour. All right, Rankin family, that was it for this beautiful luxury home right here in College Grove, Tennessee. Let me know in the comments what you thought about this beautiful property. Is this something you could see yourself living in? Would you make any changes? If so, let me know in the comments below. If you want more information about this home or any home we showcase, reach out to the information in the description. Consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss a tour every single week. And I'll see you folks on the next property tour.